Interesting. Okay. Super weird, but okay. Hmm. That's alright. I wonder how that would work. It's okay. It's okay. I'll figure it out later. Yo, Retro! What up, dude? Yo, I'm super bummed I missed the Lego racing game today. I missed it by like just a couple of minutes. I went back and watched it because I thought it was cool, but yeah, I can't believe I missed your stream today. I'm sorry, buddy. How was it? What did you rate the Lego game? What did you end up rating it as? Also, really excited, man. We got 5 days. It's gonna be a good time. 5 days. Let me get this here little notepad, because I'm 1,000 years old and I use a notepad to write. I use a notepad for everything, dude. Like literally every. I have notepads for days. Watch, check this out. This is my big notepad. So this is where a lot of like general stuff is, and this is my notepad. This is the notepad I use for a lot of really good things. This is a notepad for when I travel. This is a notepad that I used to use, and then I have a notepad of when I was learning Farsi. I had a Farsi notepad, but I don't know where it went, so I don't know where it's at. Dude, it was actually so much fun. Really, 8.5. I like that. That's a good score. There was something Nintendo 64 like retro game really. Oh, I saw it on TikTok. Sorry, I didn't mean to snap, but they were saying, and I don't know. I was gonna send this to you, but I completely forgot. I'm just a terrible person. But there was these dudes who were like doing a podcast or what have you, and they were asking Nintendo 64 trivia, and they were asking which games, like a general Nintendo 64 game is gray, right? And a general like your cartridge is gray. What other games or what colors are other games? So like, for example, and this is such a good one, and oh god, I can't remember the name of it. Oh, it's actually gonna bug me. Turok 2 was black. And funny story about Turok 2 is I rented it from the local rental shop down the street when I was like 8 or 9, and I never returned it, and I lost it, and we never went. We had late fees of like $80, and we just ended up, we're like, well, we're done. We can't go here anymore. Thankfully, they went out of business, and I never ended up having to pay the late fees for Turok 2. Oh, really? That'd be easy. See, I was curious about that because I didn't know if a lot of the games, like, do you purchase the games digitally, or do you actually buy the cartridges for these games? I got that is where it caught me. I'll try to find the podcast. Actually, I'll find it right now because it's gonna bug me if I don't send it to you. And I have the attention span of a moth, and if I don't do it now, I won't remember. Let's see. I was on TikTok for a minute, so it might take me a little bit to find. Hang on. Oh, I'm close. Oh, I can feel it. Oh, I'm super close. Ooh, I'm super close. Dang, how many TikToks did I watch? Almost there. Almost there. Nope. Am I? No. Am I? I feel like I would have seen it already. No. I gotta be close. I gotta be close. Because I just saw it not 2 seconds ago. Oh, I'm super close. I'm gonna find it. Oh, no. We're good. I have every single cartridge that was ever released in North America because I'm a degenerate. No. Here it is. I found it. I can't believe I found it. All right, I'm going to send it to you on Discord. Wait, are we friends on Discord? It's all right. I'll put it in one of the channels and I'll tag you. Gotta hope this is it and not like a thirst trap TikTok. It's just a black screen. Wait. What's your Discord name? I'm so ready. I know, AJ. I'm super excited. Why can't I at you? I gotta figure. I'm a Nintendo dude. That's why I can't at you. I'm over here trying to type in 1 hour. Gotta please be it. Okay, it is. Okay. I tagged you. I'm so ready for it, AJ. Dude. We're so close. I'm curious as to what they're changing for the early release. So it should be really interesting. We should have a really good live stream. You got it? Okay, cool. Sick. It should be a really good live stream. We're really going to like hammer in. I want to be curious as to what they're changing, because I thought the closed beta, was in a perfect state, and they changed to some things and they moved some things around and they kind of fiddled with some things that more or less I didn't necessarily agree with, but I'd be curious as to see how they're going to fiddle with more things. So I'd be curious as to what they're fiddling with, how they're fiddling it, you know, who and where and what and where. So we'll see. But yeah, no, it should be interesting. You got it? Okay, good. Yeah, other than Turok 2, I couldn't think of any other Nintendo 64 games that weren't gray. I know one had to be yellow, and I can't for the life of me know which one it is. I want to say it's like Pokemon Safari, but it's probably not. What other games would be not gray? Turok 2 was the only one that came to mind, and I thought Turok 2 was probably the greatest game ever in the history of the world. When I would still. Have you played that yet for your channel? Because that is one that I will absolutely 100% like that. I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to a GoldenEye if you haven't played it already. I'm looking forward to Diddy Kong Racing. I'm looking forward to I know you said Star Fox, but that one's really good too. I know, I'm so excited, Tabitha. Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2 was yellow, and so was Donkey Kong. That's probably what it was. Oh, cool. I'm excited, man. Oh, this is cool. A little cinematic.
Cathedral's clear. What's your status?
Forest clear too.
Oh, this is that thing
No
that we were
sign of
talking
enemy,
about.
Sir. Copy that. Keep an eye on the perimeter.
I got you.
Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2.
Something just ain't right. Not even one living soul.
What's the move, boss? How about rushing in and retrieving the capsule? They'll never know what hit them.
So nerdy, dude.
Ever, kid.
It's in my veins, boss. Can't help it.
In an operation with this fool. If I hadn't taken the call, I'd be drunk and tucked in bed by now.
Take it easy, boss. How about a drink after the mission? With Jenny, of course.
Shut up and focus on my mission. The space shuttle must cost a pretty penny.
Terraforming isn't a joke. I heard that it lifts off.
GoldenEye and Turok 2. Oh, you have?
Oh. With Jenny, of course.
Doubt
That's
that'll
okay.
be an enjoyable
That's okay.
experience.
What did you rate Turok
Never
2?
thought it to be possible.
What did you rate GoldenEye,
Attention,
more
all
importantly?
units.
Yes, sir.
Did I set my expectations too far? Not a single person on site.
We ain't here to twiddle our thumbs, are we?
No, sir.
Listen up. A 5-star hotel in Cancun is waiting for us at the end of the mission, but it sure ain't coming if we find nothing.
We end this in an hour.
Now, is this
That
like the
clear?
lore
Yes, sir.
of Super People?
Sir, my ass. Just do as you're told.
That was pretty harsh. On Jenny, of course.
Bullshit. Martha, you're with me. Securing the super capsule.
Gladly, sir.
I miss my stogie. I told you not to get
Interesting.
hot-headed, son. Every one of them I knew are all 6 feet under.
No worries, Pops. I'm still here.
Miss that 30-year-old Ardbeg. Tarnation. Should have never come to this damn island.
Well, we're still here, sir. I'll be spending my vacation with Jenny at the beach.
Forget it. Just focus on the mission.
I got you.
Enough talking.
Forget
Let's move.
it.
Yes, sir.
So yeah, it has to do with something with the lore, huh?
Damn, this place is empty. Weapons left behind as well. Something's really fishy. Tony, you see anything?
Huh?
Hey, buddy, what's wrong with you? You're more quiet than usual.
Mind your own business before I blow your head off.
What did you say to me?
Blow your fucking brains off.
You talking to me, fool?
Yes. You're quite dense, aren't you? Shut up and follow orders before you screw up another operation.
Say that again. Wanna die, motherfucker? You?
I hope Little Austin's not up.
Quit your bullshit. Lowest in rank, lowest in pay.
Oh, that's it. You asked for it. I'm gonna bury you alive.
Just one more word.
Ugh, you son of a bitch!
You started this.
Huh?
I warned you. I'm not playing around.
Hold up, Tony. Don't do this. Don't do this, man.
Go to hell, asshole.
John, I heard some shots from above.
Shots? From the checkpoint above us?
Yes, sir. Clearly heard it with my ears.
Okay,
A
good.
single muffled shot.
That's Tony and Hunt's areas. The checkpoint.
Okay, good.
Tony, this is John. Do you copy?
Do you copy, Tony?
A 7 out of 10 and GoldenEye
Roger.
9.5 out of 10. Okay.
Is something up? I heard a few shots there.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. That makes
Tony?
sense.
Gunshots.
I think GoldenEye, like
Yeah,
the
your
best
ears
level was the
cleaned.
dam level, which is
Nothing
the
up front.
isn't that is that the first or second level?
Status on Hunt? He's not responding.
In front of the house.
I'll leak, you deaf old man.
Looks like someone's got their panties in a twist.
Mind your own damn business. I don't need any backup.
We've got a problem, Jenny.
Sir?
Seems that Hunt's in trouble. We should go and take a look.
Yes, sir. Is the building clear, sir? It looks fishy.
Trust me, it's clear.
Kill them all.
Hey, Tony. Hunt? Tony? Tony? You good? Answer me.
I don't need backup.
There you are. What about Hunt? Christ.
What the fuck?
He's dead, damn it.
We got a rat here.
I got
Oh,
you,
that sounds
son of a
really
bitch.
good.
Drop your weapon.
Jenny.
I had
Disarm
I had
that
pokey
traitor.
earlier.
I wanna know
And
why
I had a
you
little bit
let
of
it
cereal for dinner, but oh man, that sounds really good.
Hurry up, recruit. Take his damn gun.
Affirmative. Hand me over your gun, sir. This is your last chance, sir. Put down your gun and stop resisting. Put down your fucking gun and hand it over, asshole!
Shoot.
What?
Shoot.
Is that a death wish?
Stop fumbling and kill this Marine bitch.
What? Huh? What the hell do you think you're doing?
Jenny, I must say, nothing personal. I'm sorry. I really am.
You fucking rats! You're all full of shit!
Everyone has their dirty laundry. So long. Grenade! Motherfucker! You little bitch! Die!
Sir, looks like we're screwed.
God damn it. An explosion above us. Today's not the day.
Jenny was there.
Shut up. Screw this
I
damn
don't
mission.
I don't get it. I don't hate it. I just don't know what's going on.
Hey Super Soldiers, I'm Jay, Super People's Global PM.
There we go.
It's been a while, almost a month I believe, since we had our last live stream. How are you guys? Can I see some reactions in chat? Well, did you enjoy the cinematic? We're working on the 4th episode as well, so keep those eyes peeled. The team has been jam-packed preparing for early access, but I finally managed to bring a very important and special guest. Soldiers, it's Super People's game director, Park Song-gon. Hello, Director Park.
Hi, Jawan. Hi, Global Super Soldiers. I'm Super People's game director Park Sung-gun. It's an honor to meet different players from all over the world right before early access. I speak in Korean from now on.
Of course.
Thank you. 글로벌 슈퍼솔저 여러분들 정말 반갑습니다. 그리고 저는 이제 모든 동료 여러분들의 도움으로 이렇게 글로벌 유저분들과 대화도 하고
I wonder if that's a Super People like gamepad or mousepad above Park. And if so, I want it. That would be kind of cool.
바쁜 시간 지나서 여러분들이 글로벌 유저분들과 이렇게 소통하는 자리를 마련하도록 하겠습니다.
The director
Also-
would like to
oh,
give
sorry.
a
Hang on.
big thank you to his fellow colleagues for making early access and most importantly, this dev talk possible. Even at this moment, he wishes to have invited all of his colleagues who are developing the game as we speak. And of course, he would like to give a big shout out to our players, and we
That's
ourselves
us.
would like to give a big shout out to our partners who are currently in our stream as well. I see some very familiar names welcome everyone. And in our last live stream, we had a separate Korean and an English stream. And while I'm sure that some of you might remember me, I think it's actually the first time Director Park makes an appearance to an English-speaking audience. Director Park, do you have anything to say? Anything you feel like since your first appearance for a global audience?
네, 너무 반갑고 너무 또 긴장되고 그런데요. 저희 슈퍼피플이 글로벌 서비스를 가장 중요하게 생각하는 프로젝트인 만큼 저와 개발팀은 항상 글로벌 유저분들의 플레이와 피드백을 주의 깊게 보고 있습니다. 하나도 빠짐없이 보고 있고요. 그리고 저희가 게임 안에 최대한 많은 언어들을
I want a Super People sweatshirt, man.
많은 글로벌
You guys know Sopper won Super People sweatshirt from the giveaway? I was like, I'm not gonna do it. And he ended up winning one.
Super People has always aimed to be serviced globally and also been played by many different countries around the world. And this is why the dev team is trying to provide as many language options as possible while trying to communicate with our players like this dev talk. And they're always looking on the lookout for all different kinds of feedback provided from all different players around the world. So can you tell me overall like how the preparations for early access is going on?
네, 파이널 베타 끝나고 시간이 좀 지났죠. 저희는 파이널 베타 기간 동안에 수집됐던 버그들이
Dang, now I want a sweatshirt.
밸런스 피드백
I wonder if they're expensive.
있게 검토했고 뭐 예를 들어서 TTK 조정이라든지
But I live in California. I'm never gonna need a sweatshirt. I want a Super People shirt or something.
버그들을 빠짐없이 다 잡고 최적화 그래픽 품질 등을
Like a Super People.
슈퍼 솔저분들이 슈퍼 피플을 얼리
Maybe like a bandana would be kind of cool. No, not a bandana. Well, I would have. I'm just buying stuff to buy it.
Director put.
Never mind.
I think we have some kind of problem with our audio. We'll just put the broadcast on hold.
No.
And I think we're ready.
Are people trolling?
Once again, the director put emphasis that the game isn't going to see complete rehauls or anything like that, but the team did focus on balance changes such as the TTK and reducing known bugs. And first, before we begin, I'm gonna look at any reactions from chat. Is the audio all right, or
They need a PR guy. Like they need somebody to kind of help them.
All right. I think we're good to go. Again, the director put emphasis that the game isn't going to be seeing some complete rehauls or anything like that. But the team was very focused on the balance changes, especially the TTK, which is we received a lot of feedback during the final beta, and the dev team has also worked on very hard on reducing known bugs to provide an overall better gaming experience for our super soldiers. But I'm sure that during this live stream, some of our very keen viewers will be probably able to quickly notice some visible changes. So,
first one to find a change.
We're going to go over the end-game store.
Something cool. I can't think of anything
Director
cool.
Park, could you give us a brief explanation of the end-game store?
슈퍼피플의 상점은 아주 간략히 말씀드리자면
Skins look sick.
이상을 얻기 위해서
I watched the live stream when the beta ended. The streams are always awkward. Yeah, I just wish that they had a little more consistency. The first live stream was decent. The second one was the best, and this one is interesting.
It's a game of wits between super soldiers. And I don't know why he said this, but we'll find out very soon why he thinks so.
Skins look sick.
And before we begin, I just first like to point out that all of this is a work in progress, and that everything is bound to change in early access. So here is the Exploration Center tab, again, work in progress, and the Diamond tab.
Right, they got 5 days to work on this.
The Exploration tab center is where players can acquire costumes. We'll head over to the Halloween Vampire Exploration Center. This is a new costume, right?
How do you guys feel about this?
새로운 여러분들이 아직 보지 못한 새로운 코스튬이고요. 저희가 할로윈 시즌을 위해서 4가지의 할로윈 이벤트 코스튬을 준비했고 early access.
I want like, dude, I wonder if they're gonna address the beta skins. Like if we get it for beta testers, if we get like a cosmetic skin or anything like that.
Total of 4 different costumes are prepared for Halloween, and the vampire and witch costumes will be available right off the bat, starting from early access. And as you can see, all exploration centers are made up of 10 by 10 slots. Each slot has either a single part, or if you're lucky, a complete costume set.
Interesting.
And if players want to open slots, they'll have to purchase exploration tickets. So all you have to do is buy some diamonds, which is our in-game currency, to buy these exploration tickets. I'll buy just around 5 for now.
I wonder how much that equates to like
There we
US
go.
dollars.
And this is an example for the vampire costume set, and we can do the same thing for our witch costume set as well. And again, I have to buy the tickets one more time. There we go. And
I hope they buy
all
something
you
so we
have
can
to
kind of
do
see what
is
it
press on
looks
the
like. There we
slots.
go.
Click on the slots you want to open, and you click open, and ta-da! You have received your costumes. And if you go back to your inventory, you can find these costumes in your possession.
Yeah, and you only get it for X amount of days.
And I gotta say though, kudos to the art team for making this possible. The costumes look pretty good, I gotta say. It's stunning. And we can find these costumes safely tucked into our inventory. And yes, these costumes have a duration. As you can see 8 days, 7 days. But here's a catch. They can be acquired permanently. And Director Park, can you tell me, how was my luck?
괜찮았어요. Not bad, not bad. 더 운이 좋을 수도 있고 어쩔 때는
It's very, very interesting that they're kind of like,
다섯 칸 열었는데
I mean, this is like the way that they make their money.
아이템들 굉장히
And it's weird that they're kind of like, you're almost gambling with it.
Okay. The director said that my luck was pretty terrible.
pretty terrible. Right?
I'm seeing a lot of questions in chat
Yeah, people are probably
over
pissed.
the time-based system and over duration. So I'll just step in, guys, to show how players can acquire these costumes permanently. So please watch.
Skin Rent-A-Center? Yeah, they really need to clarify this.
So the first thing you have to do is go back to the exploration center. And do you see this meter on the right? There's it's currently at 21, which is 21 days accumulated time period, and we have to charge it up to 100. So of course we have to buy a few more tickets. I'll just buy around, let's say, to be safe, 30. And if we click and acquire more parts of these costumes.
Very interesting how they're using this cosmetic skin in the inventory or the
There we go.
store.
It's just over 100. Right now the meter's just
Okay,
over
so he
100.
bought
And then
30
players can click the button.
like 30. He used about
to
20,
acquire a
right?
wanted costume part permanently. So let's say I want
And it's only
the
one?
hat, the witch hat. You press confirm, and there you go. Your item has been turned into a permanent costume,
Yo.
and which I can find over here. And that is pretty much it. It's very straightforward.
It's super
Players have to charge
sketchy.
The meter again. I'll show you guys for since in case you forgot, the meter up to 100 days to acquire a permanent costume part. This means that even if players get 20 of the 5-day period costumes, they'll be guaranteed to be able to acquire at least one costume part. And of course, all probabilities can be found next to the exploration table.
It's really going
The
to come
most
down to how
basic
much these
item
diamonds
is a
are.
3-day duration item. And there's also 15 and 30-day durations as well. The 30-day duration will always be a full set of costumes. But Director Park, I recall you mentioning a game of wits. Could you elaborate, please?
네, 아마 지금 재환님이 하신 걸로는 왜 눈치 게임이지 이렇게 생각하실 수 있을 거예요. 왜냐면 지금은 혼자서 이 탐사판을 탐험했잖아요. 근데 얼리
Interesting.
액세스가 시작되면 이렇게 혼자 할 수는 없습니다. 저희는 아까 전에 얘기했던 전 세계 슈퍼솔저 분들이 이 탐사판에 모두 참여해서 더 멋진
I'm
이상을
curious as to what Twitch chat is
얻기
saying.
위해서 경쟁을 하게 돼요. 그래서 계속 눈치를 보게 됩니다. 만약에
This is no skins for me, thanks.
3일이나 5일짜리 칸은 많이 오픈되어 있는데 아직 15일이나 30일
Yeah.
이상 칸이 오픈이 안 돼 있다. 그럼 이건 굉장히 좋은 기회인 거예요.
This is how to kill a game 101.
그럼 그때
They are
모든
receiving a lot of heat on this. This is not a
눈치 게임을 하는 것이
it's not a smart move. It feels like.
탐사판의 매력입니다.
Director Park would like to point out that the Exploration Center will be shared with other competing soldiers and the board progress will be visible to the eye. So this means that a soldier from Korea can compete with a soldier from America. And the board will be shared and players will be able to see which slots were opened and which slots aren't. So for example, if many 5-day duration costume slots are open, your chances of acquiring a 30-day full set are increased. But this also means that other soldiers will be competing for the coveted 30 days as well. And this is, of course, where a game of wits comes in. Soldiers will have to measure the odds and try to go for these coveted skins.
It's really weird.
그 부분이 가장 중요한 부분인데요.
I don't know how I feel about that.
확률을 높일 것이냐,
I guess it's really going to come down to how much this in-game currency is going to cost.
시도를 할 것이냐.
Because we played what? We played a minute with regular cosmetic skins.
가장 중요한 점입니다.
It works the same. Also, too, when you
And I
wear your
see,
armor and shit,
of course,
stuff.
To wait or to open, that
It
is
looks all the
question.
same.
And I totally understand now why the director thinks this is a game of wits. And I see many viewers.
Yeah, people are sharpening their
see,
pitchforks.
Some viewers talking about the costs of diamonds and how if diamonds are only purchasable or if they can earn them from gameplay. And I would like to
Even Andy Slaps is talking shit.
just share that diamonds first can only be purchasable. Yes, they're in-game currency, and the cost of the diamonds will be set at a very reasonable price, so players can continue to try out the exploration center, and that is something that we're looking.
It better be like, honestly, it's got to be like 100 diamonds
And,
for
I just
10
want
bucks.
to add that though, that the costume that we bought was pretty neat. Chat, what do you think?
Oh, dude, I'm really curious as to what they're gonna say.
Was the costume, which costume okay, or was it like
Basically,
not up to
milking
your
people's
standards?
skin armor. How many? People are.
So
I'm not a
we-
fan of
we
it. I
want
think
to
this is a
show
really
which
silly. I
costume
think this is
one
a
more
really silly
time.
idea.
So we're just right now we're setting things up again, and we're almost there. Just a minute.
It's very interesting to think. I mean, it's weird because it's almost like a game inside of a game. I was
Still
always
ongoing.
I was always a little
Set things
skeptical
up.
about it, but after
Sorry.
seeing it, it's dude, it sounds a little
almost
more rough.
there.
They also had something in the last developer
And
live stream
there
called
we
the
go.
something exchange.
We'd like to show the witch
was it?
costume one more time, and this is actually the whole witch costume in game.
Oh, it was on my computer.
And let's be honest, guys. Am I the only one who thinks that our Halloween costumes are pretty good? We're now good to go. And the first effect that I want to showcase right now is when you level up a skill. So right now there's some gold capsules on the ground, and I'll pick them up, and I'll get one. And if you pay very close attention, something's different, right?
That's
I'll show it. a
yeah.
few
I mean,
more
it's
times.
cool. I wonder how it looks in first person point of view though.
This is an effect that an in-game effect that happens when you level up a skill. And I'll try to level up until I learn my ultimate. Oh. There we go. I acquired my ultimate, and I want to say that if you while
ultimate
equipping
change?
this costume, if you select a certain class for each costume, the ultimates will be seeing some pretty cool
Yeah.
visual updates. So again, before I show the ultimate, I would like to showcase how the costume looks from a different perspective. There we go. There's the witch. And as for the ultimate, you can see I'll just fire the ultimate, and you guys can check out. Look, be on the lookout. I'm only gonna do this once. You can see some new effects for this costume.
Let's see it.
3, 2, 1, let's go. Oh, the
Oh, no.
ultimate isn't working for some reason. just a minute.
UI를 오픈해.
There you go.
There we go. That is the effect.
There you go. I mean, it's cool.
That is the effect. That's the overall.
It's definitely
effect
cool.
that happens
Is
when
it
you're,
worth?
equip the skin and you play the gas soldier, and we have many more costumes. 3 more costumes coming, and if you want to know more, find out yourself during early access. And of course, I know that there's some FPP players that
Yeah.
want to see the which gas soldier effect in action. So I'll just show it one more time.
Yeah, let's see. I would like to see them eat the pill too.
Of course, I haven't explained this earlier, but we also have something. Do you notice anything new? Do you notice anything new? Okay, there we go. I'll use the ultimate one more time for FPP players. There we go. And that's the ultimate. That's the gas soldier equipped
Interesting.
with the which costume ultimate. And if you want to know more, you will have to find out the
They're also
details
going to
for
do
yourself in
gun
early access.
cosmetics too, right?
And so, Director Park, are there some changes for Halloween other than just for costume effects?
지금 보면은 오버아일랜드 분위기가 좀 달라졌죠. 그리고 약간 배경 컬러도 좀 달라진 걸 느낄 수 있을 거예요.
네, 그런 것 같아요.
네.
So the director mentioned that some keen-eyed viewers probably noticed, but the Orb Island we're seeing now,
Yeah, it looks a little
has
different.
a slightly different atmosphere than before, and
Is that a
I'll
mountain
have
over
to
there
revert
too?
to the original atmosphere for you guys to notice, and I'll be doing that right now. There we go. So do you guys notice the difference? I'll turn
Wait.
off the UI in case you didn't.
I was like, "There's wind chimes.
So,
Here are the
This is
windmills."
the original,
So
probably
forehead.
color scheme and tone and environment, atmosphere, all those things that you're familiar with.
I hope so,
Some minor
man.
adjustments to original tone were made.
A month
and
to-
it really adds in
for
to
the cosmetic store
atmosphere
is
that
kind of
players
a-
will be
kind of
probably
rough.
looking into. And there are 5 different atmosphere setting styles in total. Let's check out style number 3 as well. And this is also cool because I don't know if you guys
Atmosphere
noticed,
settings.
but,
Interesting.
if you go in FPP mode, there's a focus on the weapon and the sight, and like the back part of the weapon is kind of like blurred out. I really like this, so I don't know. Probably some people with good eyes probably noticed the difference, but
I mean, it really is going to come
I
down to
hope
how
this is something that-
effective these
Well, all you
changes
guys
are
will
for
enjoy.
actual gameplay. Because it's more than just.
and
It's more of
so,
people are always going to try to find the
of course,
best
style number
settings.
3 feels unique in its own way.
It's very interesting that
And
they're
Director
focused
Park,
on
Can I ask, what's your favorite graphic
this
style?
kind of stuff.
저는 사실 모든 그래픽 스타일 다 좋아하긴 하는데 지금 만들어 주시는 스타일 중에서
Maybe for like more of immersion?
많이 애용해서 플레이를 또 하고 있어요. 지금 저희 아트팀 개발팀에서는 그래픽
Yeah, regardless. Yeah, it's going to be a hoot. I'm curious as to see how the overall player base is going to react to it. I mean, we're still going to play the heck out of it. And it doesn't seem like it's not game-breaking changes. And that's really the most important part. And like they said, they're not going to focus on like a huge overhaul of any adjustments from the final beta to early release. So they're basically just more polishing. Yeah, I know, again, like, the cosmetic store is kind of weird, but I'm sure we'll find workarounds behind it. Yeah, what's going on, LS? This whole atmospheric
So, Director Park
changes
said that
is
he likes
okay.
style 2 the
We can
most,
perfectly change it. It's
and
not a
we
big
are
deal.
dev team
The most important thing is that they're not like
testing out
gutting
new
the game.
atmosphere styles in different backgrounds, so players can expect some cool looking atmospherical styles. Keep in mind that these styles will be named differently, so it won't
Mm-hmm.
be just style 1, style 2. They will have their own unique names, and the dev team will try to decide the best 2 styles, and the best 2 will be then implemented.
I mean, it's really going to come down to
and I see
how
some
effective
comments, asking us
this
to go
settings
back
are
to
gonna
the
be.
first atmospheric.
I mean, like in terms of visual, this is a BR,
I'll go back to the first atmosphere thing, and there we go. So you can see there's a difference in lighting, shadows,
Yeah.
and
That's gonna be.
overall tone.
It
and
seems like an
color.
L, man.
And
People are gonna
yeah,
want. People
it's-
want high resolution,
please
high
look forward
high
to this.
contrast. Like I mean,
I
like
myself personally,
they wanna be able to
I
spot
prefer
people
the
easily.
Original atmosphere, and that's why I went back to the first atmosphere because it just feels right for me. Because I'm so used to this warm toned orb island.
I feel like
But I
that
gotta say that
might
the
hurt
other
with the
ones look
shadows.
great as well.
interesting. I wonder what chat's saying.
마을을 조금만 더 돌아다니고 저희 개발팀이 여러 가지
Built myself a little fire earlier. I thought Austin would have wanted to sit with me and watch the pretty flames, but he was more interested in trying to get in it. Oh my gosh! So we started throwing
keeps on
down.
nudging me to talk more about the Halloween
You know, LS, it's
decorations.
they've kind of
And
been
as you can see,
more polishing than
decorations over
actual
here and
changes.
there. Trick or treat.
They talked a little bit about the
Very
cosmetic
nice.
store. We'll cover that
see
towards
some,
the end.
ghost
So far, really, they've
props
only done the
over here.
cosmetic store, and they're talking about right now the
I don't know
implications
if
of the
something's
cosmetics
wrong with
into
my
the
keyboard,
actual game.
but,
So if you have like certain cosmetics,
janky.
for
There
example,
we
right
go.
now he's the gas soldier
if
and
we
he's a
go
witch
the
costume. His
entrance of
ultimate
the,
looks different.
village,
So right
you
now
can
they're
see
just
some,
basically just focusing on
Halloween
the small
props over
cosmetic
there.
changes,
Some
the small changes they've kind of
scarecrows, some
made
pumpkins,
towards the map.
some
You know, it looks a little
skeletons,
festive and things
all
like
what you
that.
expect from Halloween.
Yeah.
And
nothing game-breaking.
There will be a lot more Halloween decorations in Orb Island, not only in this area, but you guys will have to find out yourselves. So explore these areas while completing our Halloween social media event. So be on the lookout.
Yeah, it's rather interesting. I wouldn't say anything. I wouldn't say
So
good
to
news,
recap,
but it's
we
definitely
talked about
been
the endgame store.
it's been
and
interesting.
The Halloween season. Do any of you
And
soldiers
chilled
in
and
chat
smoked a
have
little
any
bit
questions
with a
for us
cigar,
regarding
contemplating
this?
some things. Nice, dude. That's awesome. It's so nice. It was nice. There's a nice cool breeze going on, dude. That sounds like perfect weather. It's like finally cooling down here, so like it actually feels good. Like I'm not sweating balls, and it's it feels really
Director
nice right
Park
now.
just he
think it's
caught something.
71.
Something came to his eye where like about diamonds and the tournament.
Yeah, a lot of people are weird about that.
우리가 토너먼트 보상으로 다이아몬드
Wait, do winners of the tournament get diamonds?
드릴 수 있도록 지금 준비를 하고 있습니다.
And of course, diamonds. Although I mentioned that they have to be bought, there's an exception. In tournaments, if very like
That's
skilled
awesome.
players can actually have means to acquire diamonds as rewards for winning tournaments.
Mm-hmm.
So
I think it's gonna be a
that's
good
something
time.
that you guys should be on the lookout. And I see many other questions about gun skins. And
Yeah.
could you answer that, Director Park?
Yes, 우리도 이번에 이제 의상 코스튬
I thought Park's English was good. I thought he could have absolutely held his own during this conversation.
굉장히 예쁜 스킨들을 지금 준비를 하고 있고 이걸 어떻게 유저분들께 즐겁게 제공해 줄지 지금 시스템도 준비를 하고 있습니다.
Director Park just mentioned that, of course, we are looking into gun skins.
Okay, so not as of
We're
yet.
definitely they're actually in development. It's a work in progress and something that we're looking into. And the plans for gun skins are to be released after the Halloween skins. So please be on the lookout.
What did I
And we
miss?
promise we'll try to deliver
No
the
worries.
best
Better Call
con
Saul is
possible.
awesome, dude. Right now, they've talked about the cosmetic store.
And,
They've talked about
I've
how the
seen some
cosmetics
comments in chat saying,
affect
they
certain
want
gameplay.
to
They've
see
talked
the
what they're
skin,
called atmospheric changes,
from the ultimate
which kind of
effect
like
again.
hint
Well,
things.
that is something that you have to look. That you have to try out. for
Very
yourself
interesting that
in
they're not
early
going to go back
access.
and do it.
And Director Park.
Yeah, so
We all know that the
basically,
store
basically, it's
Halloween
all like
season
cosmetic
costumes
stuff right
are
now.
all
Nothing
part
really
of our
crazy.
monetary schemes. Can we actually talk about something else other than just good old money?
A lot of people are pissed about it, though. I'm gonna be 100%.
저희가 라이브 스트리밍 저번 라이브 스트리밍 때 슈라우드 팀이 초코타코 스킨을 여러분들이 어떻게
Imagine if it was $1 per diamond. I would freak out.
오늘 그
Because that would mean you'd have to drop like realistically, if it's like $100 for 100 diamonds for like $10.
슈라우드 팀이 초코타코 스킨도
No, not even that. It'd have to be like 1,000 diamonds for like $10 for it to even be worth it.
하면 얻을 수 있도록
Because it takes you 100 hours to collect one item.
So, the director has some very good news for our players. I don't know if some of our viewers had watched our last live stream, but we'll be finally revealing how players can acquire the Shroud, It's Timmy, and Choco Taco streamer faces. just like we had a level up progression system last final beta, Shroud, Itch Timmy, and Choco Taco streamer faces will be all acquirable as level up rewards.
Oh, okay.
And I see Choco Taco himself, the man himself, has appeared in chat, and I gotta say, the skin looks pretty good.
I think
The
Choco's
face
look the
looks
best.
pretty good.
I mean, I think all of them look really good, but
Director Park,
Choco's looks the
can you
best.
tell us the required level you have to be to acquire these faces?
20 level.
Director Park just said it. It's level 20, folks. Not level 10. I'm not level 40.
I don't
not
know
level
about that.
50.
I would look
It's
goofy
level
as
20.
hell as a skin. Maybe like a t-shirt would be sick. A t-shirt would look really cool.
되게 짧은 기간이었는데
Could you imagine you load in a door and there's like this derpy looking dude who's just like staring at you? Oh my gosh.
굉장히 짧은 시간입니다.
I'd look like one of the rodeo clown.
저희가 기간이
That would be cool, though.
여러분들이 획득할 수
Maybe
있기
next year.
때문에
Maybe next Halloween
언제나
event.
시작되자마자 접속하셔서 레벨업해서 꼭 모두가 획득하시길 바랍니다.
So the dev team found that quite a handful of players that reached max level 30 in
Dude,
our
it's
final
like
beta.
4 players.
So all you have to do to acquire these skins is to enjoy Super People just the way it is. And these faces will be available only for a limited time, so don't miss it.
I wonder if they go to keep him though.
Director Park, have you perhaps seen the Demolisher video we have uploaded on our YouTube last week?
네, 그 사업팀 영상팀에서 만들어 주시는 모든
Interesting. It's a very interesting live stream. You know, because they're really not like. I mean, nothing's really blowing our hair back, but it's rather interesting to see what they've been working on for a month and a half.
The director is saying that he definitely saw the teaser on our YouTube, and it was worthy of its own sick video. He compliments our video team for their effort, so I guess bravo video team. Would it be alright if we just briefly playtest the Demolisher?
I think the Demolisher is going to do really, really well.
I'm pretty sure
I think
that
Demolisher
many
as
players are
as a character or as a class is going to hold its own in terms of the meta. He doesn't really have like any mobility, but he seems like he's be really fun. His perks and stuff seems really cool.
The director said that he knows I'm pretty good at the game, but what he doesn't know is that I haven't played that much since the final beta. So right, the training grounds. We'll go right on the training grounds, and as you can see, we're at the training grounds.
Sure,
and
heck
this is the new class, the Demolisher. We haven't learned the shoulder launcher yet because we're lowly leveled, and I'm pretty sure everyone already knows the skills of this class. So I'll just get on with it and level the class. And there we go.
I wonder why he wouldn't just level. Why not just make it level 20?
Shoulder launcher on my left. And before I explain the skills, also I would like to go over the fact that this class has so many specialized weapons available.
Oh, good.
Almost all the weapons are available. Can you explain more about this, Director Park?
네, 데몰리션은 약간 올라운드 슈터 컨셉을 좀 잡고 싶었어요.
Wow.
그래서
Even the sniper rifles and shotguns.
SR이나
It's literally like every gun.
긴 거리를 공격할 수 있는 총이 걸리면 저희 숄더 런처
It is interesting though. I didn't really take into account, but the Demolisher Ultimate is kind of limiting your field of view on third-person point of view, which I think is kind of strange. I never played enough third-person point of view to kind of have it, to have an opinion. But I reckon there's not a single class other than Demolisher that's going to have the little arm sticking up.
So yes, the director is saying that the Demolisher was designed to be an all-rounder. So if the specialized weapon is a DMR, as you can see over here, or an SR, players can snipe and bombard enemies from a distance. And if it's an SMG, as you can see over here, or shotgun, close combat can also be a very viable option. So since I leveled the skill, you can see, as I mentioned earlier.
Yeah, let's see how long. I would like to see how long the recast timer is.
Which we'll use right now.
Yeah, look how much of the screen is kind of taken up.
Try to use it. Okay, I can't use it yet. It seems to be. There we go. And it travels pretty far.
Wow, look at the radius.
Aiming that high, and I think it flew around
was that
70 to 80 meters.
Oh, dude, I hope he shoots it again. I didn't see the second recast.
I'll go next to this dummy right over here.
How long is that recast timer?
Just a minute, almost there.
Reminds you of Predator. It really does, AJ, huh?
And as you can see,
10 seconds. Okay.
Close quarter combat shot deals just around 60 damage, and that's pretty good.
이 데미지
10 seconds isn't bad. I mean, he shoots what 5 grenades, so every minute he can kind of empty the clip.
데미지가 크게 퍼지기 때문에 굉장히 뭐 스쿼드에다가 이 포탄을 쏟아부으면은 그 스쿼드
I think it's gonna be a really viable class. I think it's gonna be really fun.
굉장히 강한 클래스라고 할 수.
I'm really glad. I'm gonna be thankful that if hopefully in first person point of view you don't get that little television looking grenade launcher in your field of view.
탄에는 자신이 데미지를 입지 않기 때문에 근접전도 굉장히 강력합니다.
So the director saying that the Demolisher can damage enemies with this large explosion radius, and is very strong even in close quarter combat, as he doesn't receive damage from his grenades. And I see some reactions in chat. And
I think it's going to require. I mean, obviously, it's going to require a higher skill ceiling.
And
it's interesting that
I'm sure
it two taps somebody with no armor.
Players in our game, and we believe that our
I think it's going to be good. I think it's going to require a higher skill ceiling for somebody to be really good. I hope they kind of do something with nuke or with nuclear.
And I don't know if
I would compare Demolisher to more of like
guess the concept of our next class,
more like a flame, the gas soldier kind of ultimate, where you just kind of like fire and forget kind of thing.
저도 그 글을 나중에 보내주셔서 보고선 정말 놀랐어요. 그 유저분들이
The RC car is kind of cool too.
예측을 해주셨고요. 실제로 그 트레이닝장 로비에 있는 RC카는 AD님이랑 아트팀이 유저분들께 보내는 떡밥으로 살짝 설치해 주셨다고 하더라고요.
God, Korean sounds so cool.
Director
I wish I could learn another language,
honestly,
man.
He didn't know that himself, and he's surprised that players have managed to really dig into those small details. And after he had a small talk with the art director, the art director confirmed that this was something intentional. So good catch, soldiers.
Oh man, I wish I was paying attention.
Very interesting. I didn't know that myself. So of course, since I mentioned the skill, we'll have to use it, of course. If you press the number 3 key, you can equip a small remote control, and this is kind of, you can't see it in third person, but if you go in first person, it's
Okay, so you don't see the grenade launcher as in first person point of view.
There we go, and explode it next to the dummy.
Oh, you only get about 15-second timer.
And that also hits pretty hard, just like the shoulder launcher.
249 damage.
I think.
Oh no, the
why it hits so hard?
The RC car hit 254.
왜냐면은 근데 이제 연습을 좀 많이 하면은 굉장히
that is going to be rough. That I would compare with Nuke. I think it's a beautiful language, but that and Old Irish, ooh. My boss's wife speaks French, and it sounds really cool. I wish I had an ear for other languages.
Mentioning that, of course, the overall required skill for the Demolisher is a little bit lower than other classes, and you can, of course, drive the small, cute-looking.
See, I would argue
car,
the opposite.
And the identity of the Demolisher itself is delivering these single but deadly huge hunks of damage. And of course, there will be some.
Who was inviting me? I told these foreheads I'd be busy.
그런 거죠. 그렇죠. 이게 말씀하신 대로 너무 세기만 한 게 아니라 저희 RC카가 지금 사운드가 들리지 않을 수도 있을 것 같은데 당하는 입장에서는 굉장히 시끄러운 소리를 내면서 나와요.
Really interesting. I would say the Demolisher requires a higher skill setting. The fact that you're gonna leave and leave your body like unprotected is kind of hard, and you know there's no mobility. The shoulder your ultimate is really limited to like how good you are. I know, me too. I took Japanese in college, but I remember very little.
Itself is very loud. It doesn't last that long.
Yeah, 15 seconds timer is a really good. I think that's a really good balance.
Over the car. So players will have to think quickly, and they will have to be quite skilled when using this skill.
Yeah.
And right. So wasn't this bomb delivery scheme pretty good? I think even if you can't manage to find,
I think in game it's gonna be really strong.
Get info by scouting with our RC car.
I wonder if you could deploy the RC car while laying down. That would be another really big advantage to Demolisher, especially for late game. You just hide behind a log and just send out your RC car. Also, I wonder if you could shoot the RC car.
여러 가지 창의적인 방법들을 쓰고 있는데 얼리역스 시작되면 많은 슈퍼 솔저분들이 이 데몰리션으로 많은 창의적인 콤비네이션을 많이
Yeah, it'd be really. I wonder what would be a good pair with Demolisher.
So Director
Probably
Park
Seeker.
just mentioned that of course you can use the RC car to scout for enemies. That works. And the dev team's always looking for those like new, out of the box, mind-boggling plays our players always deliver. But he gave us a hint that this skill can be used to gain an advantage over enemies holding a building or tall structure.
I wonder how it does with stairs,
we'll be looking
too.
forward to those plays. And players can get their hands on the Demolisher next week, so stay tuned.
Tuesday.
Currently it's 11:43 a.m. in Korea, and we'll have to wrap up soon. So I guess
That's
now
fine.
it's the time to ask questions, anything you have on our game. So I see some questions regarding.
I wonder why
if we're
this
gonna
thing.
add a
I'm
battle
watching without
pass.
audio.
Can I?
They didn't. Yeah, they also didn't address They didn't address any audio issues.
Will we be adding a battle pass or?
네, 배럴 패스도 저희가 굉장히 중요하게 생각하는 부분이에요. 그러니까 유저들이 계속 노력하면은 성취감을 얻을 수 있고 또
Really interesting.
그에 맞는 보상을 얻을 수 있는 시스템이라고 생각하고 저희 아까 전에 얘기했던 총기 스킨 그리고 그것과 함께 배틀 패스는 굉장히 저희에게 우선순위 높은 다음 단계 작업입니다.
Director mentioned that of course the team is looking into the
So
battle
no
pass.
battle pass as
And
of
it
yet.
is one of their number one priorities, just like the gun skins, and it'll be something that players can be definitely look forward to in the future. So I see some questions regarding if the training bots in the training grounds can move. Could you answer this? Director?
That's another big thing that I wish that they would do, like horizontal movement for the training or for the bots. You know those bots that just kind of just sit there. I would love to see one to go back and forth for tracking. Oh, that would be so good.
시청자 질문 있었습니다.
저희도 그거를 좀 준비하고 있어요. 왜냐면 뭐 리드샷이라든지 움직이는 상대와 싸우는 거를
Or even like you know how PUBG's got like those bot lobbies where you can just go and just beat up bots. I wish they had that too.
못하겠지만 저희도 필요성 느끼고 준비하고 있다 이렇게 말씀드렸습니다.
So the dev team definitely recognized the need for having moving targets
Yeah.
in the training ground, and I guess that is something the dev team is really looking into. They know the importance of it, and they can't really give a definite date. But of course, that is something that the team is looking
Okay.
into, and they know the importance of course, and you guys can expect it, I guess, in a distant future.
That's fair.
I see some questions regarding controller support. Can you answer that?
Ah, here it comes.
컨트롤 서포트?
Here comes the controller support.
그러니까 이제 그 게임 내에서
네.
패드 같은 거 있잖아요.
아.
패드 같은 거 이제 패드로 지원이 되는지 안 되는지라는 질문인 것 같습니다.
콘솔 쪽.
네, 네
그런
맞습니다.
거.
네.
현재 아직은 저희가 R&D는 하고 있는데
Hopefully they're like,
이거
no.
R&D는 하고 있다.
They're like, there's a place and time for controllers and it's never in the trash.
So, the director Park mentioned that it is something the dev team actually is looking into. They're currently in researching and in development for controller support. But of course, this is not something that we can give
Yeah.
exact.
It doesn't
date
look like
on.
it's going to be coming
So I
anytime soon.
guess, players can expect some kind of controller support
In
the
2024.
future. So, and I see more questions regarding if there will be changes to tournament in early access. Could you answer this, Director Park?
예.
Ooh.
토너먼트는 그때 라이브 스트리밍
Bert, Ray!
저번 라이브 스트리밍
How's it going, dude?
약속들을 지키기 위해서 저희가 개발하고 있고 그때 말씀드렸던 거는 모두 빠짐없이 지금 개발.
Really interesting. I would like to see a more aggressive tournament style, and I would like to see a more consistent, not every other day or every day, but I would like to see a weekly tournament. I think that'd be really fun. Hi, Indy. I need you to get off me, please. Thank you.
참여할 수 있는 모두도
Such a fat dog. What are you doing?
토너먼트에 들어갔을 때 내가 이 토너먼트에 있구나 이런 느낌을 받는 부분도 개발했고 토너먼트에 참여하는 주장
I was gonna show you my dog, but she ran out. Oh, good, buddy.
모르게 일반 매치로 잘못 들어가서
Dude, my dog got in the water bowl or something. She comes in, she's all wet.
저희들이 확실히 지금 잘못된 길로 왔습니다. 이런 부분을 알려드릴 수 있도록 그런 노티하는 부분도 많이 준비를
Well, whatever he's saying, something good about the tournament.
So the director Park mentioned that there'll be 2 major changes for the tournament in early access.
Yo, they need to
The
up
first
that
one being, of
storm
course,
damage.
as we promised in the last live stream, it'll be possible to be a one-man duo in the duo tournament or one-man squad in the squad
Really?
tournament. That those options will be available, and the dev team's currently in development for these options. And the
I
second
wonder
one
why.
would be,
Maybe more of a prize pool?
Of course, the tournament itself. 한번더 말씀해 주시죠.
그러니까 잘못된 토너먼트 그 토너먼트 진행 중에
Yes.
다음 진출자인데 일반 매치.
So that was totally on me. I'm sorry, Director
Sorry,
Park. It's the second part is that the dev team is working very hard on for visibility of the tournament. So players can check, oh, am I in a normal match or am I in a tournament match?
Yeah, because
There'll
that was
be
a little
some
confusing.
Visible changes,
Yeah,
I guess
okay.
maybe regarding the UI
예, UI도 바뀌고
and
또 UI의 메인 허드들도 컬러가 다 바뀌고 내가 어느 단계 토너먼트에 있는지도 다 표시가 됩니다.
So there'll be changes to UI and overall the HUD, so players can know if they're actually participating in the tournament or not. So overall, visual quality of life changes is.
That
can
was very important. That was
the
really
overall
kind of
changes coming
buggy,
for the
especially when we were trying to
tournament
shoutcast. We had no idea who was in a tournament or not.
And again, I see some. I'm seeing
Yeah,
some,
yeah, they would be really
viewers
good.
voicing their concerns
Hi.
over the
Wanna
price
see my
of
dog?
diamonds.
Yeah, people are really
And
cheesed about the diamonds.
We can.
Oh, I can't
promise
show you in
that
this on this screen.
overall, the price will be very reasonable, and it is something that players.
It's gonna have to be substantially reasonable.
It will be set as a price where players can get and acquire the costumes they want at a very reasonable price according to the region. So that is something that you guys don't have to worry about.
사운드에 대한
A lot of people were worried about it. A lot of people were worried about it.
So Director Park would also like to add about the overall sound I guess concerns that our players had during final beta.
네, 파이널 베타 때
Way better than the closed beta, but it was still pretty bad.
그런데 저희 사운드 팀장님이 굉장히 많이 고도화를 해주고 계세요. 여러 가지를 사운드를 또 퀄리티업을 하고 있는데 그 중에 예를 들자면 아마 이런
That's actually kind of cool. I just do, it's a bajillion colors, but for some reason the blue just looks the best on me, which is weird because I'm more of a summer skin, so like reds look generally better. But no, it looks cool, huh? It was like $20 on online, and it's crazy what it does for the overall like dynamic of the room, right? Like it looks cool, right? And then let me see if I can't turn it off.
So the Director Park would like to
And
say
it just
there
kind of
are,
looks like
there'll
you're
be
like,
two major changes.
all right, it's in
coming
like a boring
overall
room,
for
blah
sounds,
blah blah blah. But the
for
lights really do
audio,
change.
in-game audio. The first one being the dev
That's
team received a
fancy
lot
stuff.
of feedback that many players felt that the gunshots of guns felt too loud compared to
No, I thought they were
footsteps.
perfectly.
And that is
Well,
something
yeah.
that we internally fixed. So gunshots will be overall a bit less louder, and so footsteps can be more audible. And the second major change would be players will now be able to tell the vertical audio of the in-game will be improved very much. So players will be able to tell if someone's above them, or 2 stories above them, or 3 stories above them.
Good.
And that is something that the dev team's working
I
really
mean
hard
that was
on.
been
So I guess
that's been their
our
biggest
players can
blunder
expect
since the closed beta.
much better improved audio in early access.
Yeah,
compared to
dude, it
last
really was. That was a game breaker for a lot of people.
And I think that's a wrap.
Yeah,
Director
it was a
Park,
good.
How was this live stream? Did you like it?
네, 사실 라이브 스트림 시작되기 전에 정말 긴장하고 잘할 수 있을까 되게 걱정 많이 했는데 그래도 질문도 너무 많이 주시고
Very good. I know. I'm really happy with that. I think the gunshots I thought overall were really good, but now when they were like, oh yeah, in relation to like footsteps, it absolutely makes more sense. Yeah, the footsteps absolutely need to be adjusted, and I'm really glad they worked on that. It seems like those are the 2 big things, right? It was the TTK and it was the audio sound, and it seems like they both addressed it. Like they were saying, they were like, they're not gonna overhaul the game. They're not gonna change the dynamics of the game since the final beta, but they did adjust some things. It seems like a lot of the live stream was, a lot of their changes that they focused on for these past couple of weeks were regarding the cosmetics, and were regarding maybe the the TTK and the audio.
Director
So
Park is mentioning that overall this live stream
nothing too much. Nothing too bad, Tabitha. We're gonna go through it all, and we're talk about it right
doesn't
now.
know how all the time flew by. He says it's always a pleasure. meeting,
You know,
our
like,
fellow
to be fair though, like this is their third developer live stream that we've
Always
caught,
shows
right?
up
And
as the
every single time it's been a different developer live stream, a different format, right? The first one, it was this guy and then that other chick, and they were just kind of like trying to catch up to what the Korean developers were saying during their live stream, and it was kind of like, it was rough. That one was really bad. The middle one, the second one, the time before that, it was okay. I mean, they kind of took the show. They really couldn't answer a lot of like in-depth questions that the player base had. So they just didn't either have that knowledge, or they weren't like privy to kind of give away the secrets. But having Park here, you know, being able to answer these questions in real time, being able to be like, oh yeah, no, we don't know. Oh yeah, it's in development. It's a lot more beneficial having it this way. Again, I wish that they had pre-recorded this. You know, and then maybe like added subtitles, or Park's English was fine. He could have absolutely done this live stream in English too.
Please don't forget to check our socials. And I guess that's it. See you guys on Orb Island, and bye bye.
All right, so let's do this. Can we? Yes, we can actually watch the developer live stream. Okay, so this is a big note. So for those of you who are tuning in, for those of you guys who haven't seen the developer live stream or have any questions regarding anything, the big takeaways from this, we'll make this a YouTube video too. So if you guys like, if it's late, because it's like 8 o'clock over here, I'm sleepy. But we're gonna make the video probably right after we're done with this live stream. But the big takeaways really on this live stream was the cosmetic store. I mean, really, if we're gonna get down to the nitty gritty, they very rarely did they touch on the TTK. They were like, yeah, we're working on it, and that's about it for the TTK. They did say they're gonna adjust it. We don't know how big of an adjustment it is. We do know that it's gonna be worked on. Oh yeah, absolutely, man. We're absolutely gonna do it. I was gonna do it tomorrow, but I was like, there's no reason for me not to do it tonight because it's fresh in the mind. So yeah, so they did talk about the TTK. They're basically just like, yeah, what are you gonna do? We're gonna work on it. And you know, they had addressed that they were gonna work on it, so that's perfectly fine. So they didn't really talk too much about that, but where they really talked about was the cosmetic store. Now this is the part that's a little goofy for me, right? So here's the cosmetic store right over here to the left. You know, all of them look really good. I would pay for all of them. Absolutely. I tend to favor more like the female skins, but even like the vampire one looks cool. Even like the witchy one looks cool. This looks like a hoodie thing that looks kind of sick. I mean, all these look really, really rad. Here's where they lose me, right? So they have these squares that you have to pre-purchase, or it's almost like a scratchy lottery kind of thing. So let's say they do all their currency with diamonds too. We thought the currency was going to be something else, but diamonds is what you used for currency. It does look like one square equals one diamond, at least for this live stream. So what you do is you buy these squares, and these squares allocate to time that you can rent the costume. So you can't just upright buy the costume. That's just not a thing in their live stream, or that's not a thing in their cosmetic store. So you rent the skins for X amount of times depending on what square you buy, right? So he's going to buy it right here, which I think is really interesting. Let's see if he can't do it. Come on, do it. Go, go, go. Did he do it already? Oh man. Oh, that's so hard. I hate Twitch. Okay. So what he's doing is he doing it yet? Nope, he's still buying it. Oh, he just bought it. Oh, it's so hard. We're literally like, okay, so he's buying it right now, like these square things. And when he purchases the square things, it's a lottery depending on what time you can get, right? So every single time you buy it, you can rent it for X amount of hours, right? So here's 50 days, here's 30 days, here's 70 days, here's 30 days, here's 3 days. So it's like a scratch and sniff lottery kind of thing. So you don't know what cosmetic you're buying, first of all. So it looks like hands, a head, a body, and then hands again. So he didn't get the boots, which is interesting too. So he's almost got the full cosmetic. Now, when you buy these cosmetics, it allocates to this time period over here. So I think it's for every 5 days. Sorry. So it's every 100 days you get to keep a cosmetic. So it keeps you buying in the cosmetic store. It's not just, oh, hey, you bought these boots. Here are your boots. You can have these boots forever. It's when you accumulate 100 hours, then you can keep an item, which is really, really, really interesting. So it'll work out. I think it'll be okay. I think it'll be okay on the condition that diamonds are affordable, that diamonds are they're very cheap to use, right? I don't want a system where I have to spend $100 or like $20 for one cosmetic. And I may not even get all the cosmetics, right? And I think I think it's not only is it kind of breaking the mold of what a traditional item store, what people are traditionally coming to expect. Yeah, right. That's the craziest part, right? That's the craziest part is this is such a simple feature that they could have absolutely 100% just simplified the hell out of it because people aren't playing Super People for the cosmetic store. If I'm paying money for a video game, if I'm paying money for in-game currency, I want what I'm paying for. I don't want to rent. I rented video games on Blockbuster Video. I kept the video games. I never returned them back, right? And I want the same thing for my cosmetic store in my video games in 2022. Like that part is a little weird, and it received actually a lot of criticism in the Twitch chat. We actually opened up Twitch chat for a little bit, and we saw a lot of criticism, I guess would be the best word. Nobody wants to rent. Nobody wants to spend money on anything less than a guarantee. People want to, if they're going to spend money, they want to know that they're getting their cosmetic, and every right they should. So this is going to be very interesting. It's not going to be a problem on the condition that diamonds are incredibly affordable. If diamonds are 50 cents for, I would say maybe 2 diamonds, maybe a diamond is 25 cents or something like that. That would still make them plenty of money. I'm not confident that their item store is going to do well if these diamonds aren't reasonably priced. Nobody's going to spend money on it. I wouldn't. I'm the cheapest person alive. I'm so cheap. There's no way I'm spending money on this. If it's expensive, I don't know. It's going to be really, really difficult. It's going to be really hard for the developers because this is where their income is. Super People is a free to play game. And if they're not, making money with these diamond purchases, we just don't know, it's really going to come down to how much are these diamonds. So that's the thing. The cosmetics as themselves, the skins as themselves, they look really cool. They look like there was a lot of thought that went into it, a lot of planning that went into it. They look really, really nice. I wonder what they get out of this. You think they are doing this complicated system because it makes them more money? I think that they're trying to, maybe they saw some sort of data analytics from PUBG. Maybe I know a lot of developers, I think a couple of the developers are from PUBG. That's why this looks so similar. Maybe they saw that there was a system in order for them to make more money with, with certain cosmetics, or maybe they wanted to kind of break the mold in terms of how people look at the item store. I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure where they kind of came with this crazy idea or where they think that this is going to be okay. And we just don't know. I mean, unfortunately, it's too early for us to make any speculations, to make any guarantees. This is a risky gamble, though. I'm going to be 100%. So we'll see, who's to say. So we have that. It's going to be interesting, or maybe because it makes more of a, who knows? Maybe they did talk. Oh, dude, I wish I had kept my notes. They did talk about last developer live stream, and Park mentioned it a little bit here, but you actually work with other players, right? So if the player base as a whole comes in and they buy these diamonds to purchase this item skin, you can actually see where certain players are buying what. So you can kind of assume that this square is equal to 50 days, which 50 I think is the max. So you can kind of, as a community, work together and purchase the bigger, more valuable squares versus the 3-day square or the 1-day square. But again, you're putting a lot of faith in something that you're spending money on. So I think it's rather interesting. I think it's really, really interesting to see that they're going about it this way. All in all, though, the item skins look really, really, or the cosmetic skins look really, really cool. They actually go in and they talk about it. So this is what the item skin or the cosmetic skin looks like. I think this is really cool. The problem with it, though, is I'm a first-person point of view player. I'm really not going to see a lot of this item skin or this cosmetic skin. I don't know why I keep calling it item skin. I'm not going to see a lot of this cosmetic skin. So like I was saying, if diamonds aren't reasonably priced, I may not even buy it. You know, by the time, you know, it's cool, but is it worth it? You do also get this really cool animation though when you do level up. You see little bats and things like that. I think that's really cute. Prior to the start of the game, yeah, it's going to be interesting. They may make most of their money from Asian communities since, yes, absolutely, AJ. I also too, Asian servers it seems like they tend to favor third person point of view, whereas North America and Europe tend to favor first person point of view. I believe that is somebody I heard somewhere say that. But yeah, so it's gonna be really interesting. So they do have this. They actually did change the ultimate for these cosmetic skins. I know he does it right over here. So the ultimate does look different depending on what cosmetic skin it does. This one seems to be for Gas Soldier. So Gas Soldier's ultimate looks different. It does look like certain skins they have certain characteristics for certain classes. It doesn't look like it's one size fits all, but certain ones do get certain cool changes to their ults. They did talk about weapon skins. It is in development. It won't be for early access. It probably won't be for a good deal. So there's not going to be any weapon skins. There's not going to be any battle pass for early release. Those are both working in development. We're not going to see any of that. They did also talk about controller support too. So if you guys are controller players, that is also in development. That won't be anytime soon. I also reckon that would probably be a little later. Yeah, no worries, right? Absolutely. That's why we're here, dude. Really, really interesting. They did talk about, TTK, the bugs, visual cosmetics. They also have, really cool festive, like things kind of looking around the map. So, things are Halloweeny, things are spooky. They did also have this thing called the atmospheric settings, excuse me. And what it is basically just kind of like a tint that you can put on your character or on your UI. So things just look a little bit more spookier. They look a little bit more cooler or darker. I don't know how well this is going to transfer over to the player base because players are looking for the optimum settings in order to see other players easier or more clearly, right? So nobody's really going to want to go for a darker setting or a setting that would kind of hinder you from visualizing or seeing other players. It's going to put you at a disadvantage. So I'm really curious as to how this is going to work out. So it does look, I think they're going to do it like right over here, right around now. So they're going to change it from this, which is one setting, to normal. We'll figure that out in just a second. Yeah, he's going to change it right now. Yeah, so that was 2. This is 1. So it does look visibly warmer with this setting. So really it's going to come down to how clearly they can see the opponent, right? So we want to make sure that whatever setting is the one that you can see opponents easier, that's the one people are going to go to. So I think it's a lot of time, I don't want to say wasted, but it seems like it's a big investment for something that people just may not use. I would like to see, hopefully it works out. Hopefully it comes down to personal preference, but when does the game come out? The game comes out next Tuesday. Technically Monday. It really depends on what time zone you are, but it's October 11th generally. So it's technically on October 10th, 10 p.m. for California, but it is October 11th for Korea. We're going to be playing on the 11th because I go to bed super early, but yeah, so it will be next Tuesday. That's when we can play. So we are going to see all these implementations. Nothing really game breaking, but it's perfectly fine. I kind of wouldn't want them to kind of break the mold. It seems like we had a really good grasp on the final beta, so I'm really happy with how everything works. So they also noticed, if you guys look down the very bottom right too, the iron sight or your optic and like the kind of the little gauge thing is a little blurry. That's all by design, just to show more depth of field. Again, I don't think that's a gigantic change, but it looks like they're just kind of putting a spit polish on the actual game before early release. They said again they're not going to change anything crazy. And then other than that, they talked about tournaments. They say you can solo queue in these tournaments now. They also say that there's going to be visible changes to the tournament style, so you can actually know if you're in a tournament game or if you're just like BSing in pubs. Diamonds will be provided to the winners of the tournaments, so they will provide more in-game currency for winners, so more of an incentive to grind these tournaments. That's about it, really, honestly. They talked a little bit about Demolisher. We noticed that Demolisher's ultimate has a 10-second cooldown. So you're going to be able to shoot his grenades every 10 seconds. It does accumulate through the retimer, so you can essentially fire off your entire 5 grenades every minute and get them all the way back. So really, really interesting. I like I like this style of developer live stream better than the two previous ones. They are absolutely working on figuring out what works with them. I think this one works the best just because Park's right there to answer any questions that they might have. The other two, they kind of had to, hey, we don't know. That's a darn good question. They just couldn't have the information to answer. Whereas Park's right here, and he's able to give everyone these answers in real time. So I thought Park did a really, really good job. So yeah, so nothing crazy, other than the sound things. It's pretty standard. Sounds like overall amazing changes, as you said. Steady changes win the race. Absolutely, man. They're not trying to like reinvent the wheel. It seems like they got a really good grasp, and it seems like they were really happy with how everything happened during the final beta. There really isn't anything that was like, oh my god, we have to fix this. Oh my god, we have to like delay launch or anything like that. It's just they're just making sure everything's in working order. So the big things to know: TTK, audio adjustments, item stores coming, a little bit of visual effects, nothing really crazy. It's really just more like, hey guys, listen, we're in a really good spot. It should be smooth sailing for early release, so it's not too bad. I'm happy with it. Not, like I said, we're really gonna have to figure out how the diamond, what it's gonna equal to for U.S. currency. That's the big thing. Other than that, everything else should be smooth sailing. I think Super People's in a really good spot. I think Super People tournament play is going to be fun. I think the overall gameplay is going to be fun. I think the adjustments, everything that they're working on is going to be good. The Shroud, Timmy, and Choco skins will be acquired free if you level up to level 20. So that'll be cool too. And then that's it. Oh, they're also talking about having moving targets in Training Ground. So that'll be really, really cool too. So yeah, guys, I thought it was a really good overall good live stream for them. I thought they did really, really well. There were a couple of like hiccups and things like that, but I think they just need a PR guy. They need somebody to help. Winning non-ranked games does not equal diamonds, only tournaments. So I don't think that they have a casual or a rank system. I think it's still just like how it is in the final beta. Every game you play is going to give you plus or minus RP. That won't give you diamonds. The only thing that'll give you diamonds is if you purchase it or if you win tournaments. So those are the only two ways as of now. There really isn't a casual or a rank system yet. So they're not going to give anybody anything for that. So yeah, so it's either currency or tournaments. You have to be the battle pass too. Yeah, wait, BP too? BP. That's battle pass, right, Tom? Yeah, so the battle pass isn't going to be here for their early release. They did say it's in development. So that won't be an issue, won't be a thing as of yet. No battle pass, no weapon skins, controller support's still in the works, but these are all to be expected. So we have a lot of really good things to look forward to. Early release still going to be really good, still going to be really fun, but yeah, it's fun. Yeah, it was a good live stream. I'm really happy with it. I want to do my thumbnail. Oh God, I was trying to think of my thumbnail. The thumbnail should be these guys right here, and then me in the middle, like doing something like really cool, like pretending like I'm part of the Super People. Oh, dude, I should wear a black hoodie and be a part of the team and be like, I don't know why I'm Chewie from Star Wars, but apparently I'm yelling. I'm yelling at these guys. Yeah, so the battle pass will be soon. It probably won't be for early release. Also, too, if you looked at, no worries, man. That's what this channel's here for. This channel's here to help everybody, and channel's just to provide as much information as we can. I'm trying to think. Let's put our thinking hats on. Let's do news. Oh, dude, where's the F? Where was that Happy Wednesday, Charlie. Dang it. Where's the what do they call it? Wallpaper. Let's put our thinking caps on and figure out what some of these things mean. Where is it at? Here it goes. Okay. So if we know, I don't know what this is. There's some sort of Discord thing. So it's interesting that the live stream thing wasn't marked. Here's the early access. This must be the introduction of the hey, comic. This must be the introduction of the item store. This must be a tournament, and this must be a Halloween event. Oh, it's a 6th in Korea. Oh, damn it, Ray, you're so smart. Yeah, okay. Genius. Okay, Genius Award. So this is the live stream. This is some sort of Discord event. Early release, most likely item store, tournament, Halloween event. How much longer will you be live streaming? I'm going to wrap up in the next couple of minutes. I'm going to, if you guys have any questions, shoot them out now, but I'm going to wrap it up so we can record this YouTube video, and then I'll have it for tomorrow, and I'll publish the YouTube video talking about everything that they talked about in the live stream for tomorrow. I just want to do it before I go to sleep. Like, I'd actually be like, what's crazy is that actually my ass would be in bed right now. If there wasn't a developer live stream, I would be absolutely 100% in bed, tucked in, snug as a bug, probably watching TikToks. They said there was a rewards for those who follow their socials. Oh, interesting. Yeah, during the final beta or during the live stream, because I know Sopper, one of our really good followers, he won a sweatshirt from following all of their social medias and things, because you could get a graphics card if you followed all their social media and get put into a raffle. So he actually won their sweatshirt, which I thought was really cool. No, it'll be the 11th for us, AJ. So if you look on Discord, I don't know if you guys follow the Super People Discord, but the game on Discord, they tell you when the game will be live for your region, right? So right here, it says Super People Early Access will be available October 10th, 2022 at 10 p.m. I'm 1,000 years old, so I will be in bed by 10 p.m. So I'm rounding up to the next possible day, which is October 11th. Yeah. So it depends on your time zone. So it would be October 11th at midnight for you, AJ, because you live in Central Time Zone. So you see how I did math there? I was like, what's 10 plus 2? I carry the 1, divide the 6. It's midnight. Yeah. So 10 p.m. for California on Monday, this next coming Monday. But I'm literally ancient, and I will be in bed by then. So I'm just rounding up to October 11th. And then October 11th, expect a really, really long stream day. I'll stream for about, I don't want to put any certainties, but I'll probably start stream. I have to walk my dog, so I'll probably be online around 8, maybe like 8 to 8. All right, I'm going to go ahead and say bye. LOL. I got to get the kid ready for bed. No worries, Tabitha. I will see you guys tomorrow. I don't know. We're probably going to play more Overwatch tomorrow, so that was really fun. But yeah, no, it's looking really good. I'm really, really happy where everything's going. The item store is kind of a hiccup. Do I think it's a game-breaking kind of thing? No. Do I think it's something that people are just going to have to get used to? Probably. So it's going to be fun. Well, kid his peaches on anyway. He probably won't go to bed until way later. That's right, because he's a night owl. But yeah, if you guys have any questions, we'll probably stay live for the next, couple of minutes. If you guys don't have any questions, we'll probably go ahead and end it, but it's perfectly fine. And we'll start on this YouTube video. YouTube video is going to be easy. I'm just going to regurgitate. Adios, baby Bob. Adios, comic. Yo, hey, you moved already. Are you already in Colorado? How's that going, buddy? Is it cold? Oh, man, it's probably cold. You probably need to wear boots or something. But yeah, I'll see you next time. Oh, let's guys, AJ or Tabitha, let's play some Project Zomboid soon. That'd be really fun. Probably either tomorrow or Friday. I think that'd be really rad. But yeah. Oh man, Colorado. It's probably really green over there. You probably got a lot of trees. I'm in Colorado. It's chilly in the morning and perfect in the afternoon. Oh man, lucky duck. It's 68 degrees here, so it feels really good. It's a little warm in this room, but it's because I have a bajillion TVs going. I'm like the freaking dude on the Matrix. Oh, also too, you guys will notice that for the Demolisher, they kind of do a little test run for the Demolisher. You'll notice that there's they have a little robot arm here. Kind of interesting that it's going to provide a little bit of obstruction for third person point of view players, right? You don't see this for first person point of view, but for third person, it kind of is intrusive. It's kind of high up there. Really interesting to see how that's there. You don't get that from first person point of view. We do know again that the ultimate recycles every 10 seconds. So that's really cool. I think Demolisher is going to be a really good class. I think Demolisher is going to be very balanced. I think he's going to be very good in solos, duos, squads. Overall, a very unique skill. Park had mentioned that it's for the skill ceiling isn't super high, but I would argue the opposite. I feel like if you're really good at Demolisher, you're going to kill it. If you're subpar, you're going to kind of get frustrated at it. It seems like it's a little bit more of a challenging class than I think they're letting on. When to use the RC car, when to use your grenade launcher. There's no mobility. It's very, very interesting. I think it's gonna be, it's gonna be a little challenging, but Friday works. We are really busy on Thursdays. Oh, okay, no worries. I'd love to kill some zombies with you guys on Friday. I think that sounds really fun. Awesome, guys. Well, if there's no more questions, I'm going to bounce off. I'm going to make this YouTube video real quick. And then we're going to, we're going to be live tomorrow morning. Most likely, if I can get onto Overwatch, we're going to play some Overwatch. That was really fun. The EA in my time zone, it's 6 a.m. There is no sleep here. Wow. Oh, you must be, are you in EU? You're probably in EU. Great. Take care, man. No worries, Ray. Hope you guys have a great night. Absolutely, man. Absolutely. You know, that's what we're here for. We're here to help and educate the community, right? We're trying to provide as much positive can do magic. Oh, Tunisia. Wait, did I say that right? Yeah, I think I did. I'm gonna assume. I'm really bad at reading, but hopefully I said it right. But anyway, guys, I'm gonna bounce out of here. I'm gonna get this video recorded. I expect it live probably before I go. Yeah, I expect it tomorrow around 8:30. Oh, sick. Africa. Cool. Yeah, I expect it around 8:30 in the morning. I'm going to work on it right now, or I'm going to record it right now, edit it for tomorrow, and then we'll get the patch notes going. But until then, I love you guys. Thank you so much for coming in, enjoying the stream. Thank you for just hanging out and being a part of everything. If I don't see you guys, you know, from now until Monday, have fun. Good luck. I will see you Tuesday for some very long Super People streams. We'll probably be playing Super People for the history of the rest of the world. It's going to be Super Peopleville for the foreseeable future. So, you know, enjoy these days, you know, just where you guys just like relax. You have nothing to do. You just kind of kick your feet up because it's going to be pedal to the metal for the next couple of months regarding Super People. So I love you guys. Thank you so much. Thank you for everything you do. I really can't tell you enough how much I really just appreciate you as a community, you as individuals. And so I look forward to making more content for you guys. But until then, I'll catch you guys all tomorrow. Bye. Oh, wait. I don't know when we're done. I think we're done. Okay, bye. I'm just like staring at the screen.